I guess I can unmute myself. Hey, Rockwell. Hey, Mr. I'll say LLL. And hi, Jason. Hold on one second. Hey, Sunshine. So initially, we was gonna do an interview with Jason on Rockwell's channel, but some technical difficulties. So we're gonna do it over here. So let me add Rockwell right quick.
Hey, sis.
Hey, sis. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly.
Great. I can hear you perfectly too. Hold on.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know. I don't know what that was either.
See, you gotta go with my instincts. Hey, Jason. Ooh, background noise. Is that you, Jason?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hey,
Hey.
you got a lot of background noise back there,
I
Jason.
see it moving, but shit, I can't hear myself. Let me see if there's a way to fix that. Camera, mic, audio.
There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
All the white noise is gone. Oh,
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. Can you hear both of us?
I can hear everything, I think.
Okay.
okay.
All right. Rockwell, do
So
you
how you
think?
feeling, Jason? How's your day?
It's funny you say that. I haven't taken a pill for pain in maybe at least a year, and this is the noise that you were just about to hear.
Hey, look.
I am in so much fucking pain.
It's
Well,
been
you're gonna
rainy
be
over
on
where
one
I'm at.
tonight, ain't you?
This is, oh my god, I don't even want to know how old this is. It's
Hey,
funny,
Miss
it's just,
Playful.
how old? Jesus Christ! I can't take this. It expired 10/13. I don't even know where this bottle of ibuprofen.
13.
Yeah, don't take
ibuprofen,
that.
ibuprofen from another. I don't even. I don't even think this is from America. I don't even.
Well, see,
Shit.
you do the organic, you shouldn't even be having that.
What the fuck this even is? And that's why I don't take pills. Ibuprofen. I have to find. See if there's a more recent bottle in there.
Clearly, since 2013.
Oh my god. I'm in a lot of
That's
pain.
funny.
So yeah, that's how I'm doing tonight. How's everybody else?
Pretty
I'm
good. Have
okay.
you had any rain? Where you at?
It seems to be about. It seems to be about to rain.
That's probably why you in pain.
I threw my C1 out.
Ooh.
I don't know if you know what that means, but it's like
I
very.
don't.
Yeah,
It's
your vertebrae, yeah.
it's the first bone. It's stop it. It's the first bone under your skull, and it presses on your spinal cord,
Mm.
and it throws every other bone in your spine out, so that nothing, including your hips, are completely out of whack. It is excruciating, and I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, this one's old too. I don't have anything recent. Oh shit.
That
Anyway,
sounds
forget about
painful.
me. I don't want to be Mona Simone over here. Forget about me. I'm trying to ignore what I'm saying.
No
19, good
friend,
enough.
no, don't drop your name, your friend's name. No name dropping. No, I'm just
Uh, I
kidding.
got, I got, I got something 19. So on aspirin. So I'm doing
Damn. All
it.
right, so you ready to get into these questions?
Sure,
Would you like us to open the panel up and have some people ask
sure,
you some questions? Okay.
sure,
All
sure.
right. You're gonna get extra high off them old ass pills, but all right, we gonna go in.
This is 319. This is 81 milligrams of low dose aspirin. Okay.
Yeah, we want you to get your pill in
Okay.
you right quick so we can ask you the good questions.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Hey,
Fucking
Miss
that.
Quiet Storm, baby.
I'm
Hey,
doing my
everybody.
best.
Look, you might
Hey,
have,
sister.
it might have lost all its potency, so
Oh,
you might be
fuck.
extra sober.
I really
But
hope they don't.
let me start with the first question. I want you to tell us a little about yourself, so the people who might not know you. Let us know a little about you.
There's nothing really to know. I'm
Ah,
just a
come
regular.
on.
I'm a regular vlogger that I run my mouth about whatever I want to, and I do some cooking and some gardening and some news discussions, and
That's interesting.
yeah, I'm a variety show. No
Okay.
singing yet. I haven't sung yet.
Oh Lord,
Hey, teacher.
you said no singing yet.
So, how did you find this sector in the first place?
Mhm.
I somehow, and I don't remember what the video was, found Tasha K, who I think mentioned Wiley talking about somebody cockeyed, and I thought she was really funny when she was talking about it. So I looked that person up, and I was like, this guy's got a whole little community going. And to me, when I first heard what was going on, what the people were saying to each other, I was horrified because I had never heard, I had never heard anything like it. It was like really terrible. So I called in, and I would call in a few times, and I thought they were copying Tasha K, but I later learned that she was copying them. Like her fuck shit was like coming from the smaller people. So
Mhm.
I didn't know at the time. But eventually, I got my own channel to comment on because they were calling me racist and all this fucked up shit every time I called in on Wiley's show, and TSCC and everything was, hated me. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fuck it.
But why would they call you racist? What was the things that you were
Oh,
saying to make them
it
feel
was
that way?
because I was like, how the fuck are you gonna treat each other this way? Like, don't you see this as like a problem? And they'd be like, well, who are you to tell us? I'd be like, I don't know, somebody that comes from a culture that doesn't do this or have these problems. That might be a valuable insight. And they'd be like, oh, so you think you're better? I'd be like, no, I have a different perspective, and I've never heard people call each other these things, and you just can't seem to get along and don't know why. Like you hate each other. I'm hearing a lot of arguing here. Maybe you could not call each other bitches and all this racial shit, and you might get through a conversation. And I didn't even understand that they weren't capable of it. I actually thought you could speak sense to them, but no, this is a crowd of people that you can't speak sense to. So it took me a while to figure that out.
Oh,
True.
wow. Okay. Well, for I'll just have my input in it. I will say, yeah, we do fight amongst each other a lot, but I don't know if it's so much it's because we're black. Our personalities clash
Oh, it's a
sometimes, and
bad group of personalities. No, I'm not saying it's because you're black. I'm saying the
yeah,
racial shit people would say to each other horrified
yeah.
me to the point that I would call in and say, like, I've never heard people say these things to each other. Like the shit that Kwani says. Like, I was like, I've never in my life heard any. Like, so I would call in and they'd be like, well, who the hell are you to tell us what to say? And I'd be like, I don't know. I've never heard this shit before, and I grew up around black people. So, like, maybe you guys are crazy and you shouldn't be treating each other this way. And they'd be like, well, also, you're talking down to us. You're the white savior. You're going to fix us. You're a white. And I'm like, no. But I do have a degree in sociology, and I did take, like, a lot of black studies courses. And I was from a black integrated
Um,
50-50 kind of whole upbringing and life. Like I've been around black and white people. Like I've never seen anybody act this way. So maybe you might want to. I'm not somebody that's like, some completely unaccustomed person to roasted and like I grew up in the 90s with all those comedy shows where everybody would be talking about your mama so black, and like I mean I get it, but like this shit is nuts.
Yeah, but
So
did you grow up with black people, or you just grew up
yeah.
watching black things?
No, I grew up with black people.
So you had black friends just
Yeah.
in school, or like home? Like sometimes you have black friends who come over,
Like
spend nights, and
as in like playing spades and dominoes and fucking rolling optimos every fucking Friday through fucking Sunday in a school of 50% black kids where the principal's black, the gym teacher's black, the teachers are black, your friends are black, you sit at the table with black kids, you're in the class with black kids. That's my,
Oh,
I'm from New York.
oh yeah. Where? What part?
I try not to say because these people are crazy, but, I'm from New York. Born, raised, educated. As a matter of fact, both sides of my family are New York, all the way back to when they came to America.
Look, these people are crazy, but y'all love to dox. You know what I mean? Y'all love that dox and stuff. I could say
So,
that.
it's just
So
weird to
you,
me that they
so you
think,
grew up in New
that I don't.
York in the '90s, and so you have no racial.
I actually came on here once and I read my transcripts from school, from college. There's like a dozen Black Studies courses or more. I think there's more. There's got to be more.
Well, it's a difference being
There's a lot
white,
more.
studying blackness, and actually understanding
Yeah,
fully.
well,
I mean, it's
well,
just like some people.
you put yourself as the only white person in like I don't know, uh, a dozen or two Black Studies courses in a New York university in the '90s, and you tell me that you're a racist. You tell me if you get through that you're I mean, does that make any sense?
I won't say
Mm.
a racist, and I won't say you're not a racist. I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying sometimes we could study all we want to.
Yeah, well,
It
that
doesn't.
Most
I haven't seen you
certainly.
do anything racist
I
on
was
here,
studying
but
with my black
having
friends. I was studying with my
uh,
black friends. So my black friends would come over afterwards and hang out and before my classes, and we had the same classes. And in high school too, I had black friends. And in elementary school, I had black friends.
how
In
about college?
fact, I just said, yeah, in college. In my Black
Okay.
Studies courses, my black friends would come over to my apartment afterwards or before and would recommend other teachers. I had some cool teachers. I had a good education, I will say that.
Well, that's good. That's good. You
Yeah, we
know,
had fun. And then, like I said, growing up in high school, it was, Optimos. I don't know if you know what that is. Apparently, they don't have those anymore.
we might
Optimo,
not be in
Blunt.
the same age range, so
Optimos were the blunts that Biggie used to rap about. I don't even know if like they have those rhymes anymore out there, but they were these three green leaves that we used to you would have to split the blunt. I don't know if, well, I'm sure you probably know how to split a blunt. So I haven't split a blunt since I was 16, probably. You have to, I swear to God, I hate tobacco. So you have to split the blunt, and then it's these three different leaves, and you had to lick all three of these green leaves. And then once you had three of them separate, you had to overlap them again, and then you roll the blunt, and it's all wet and shit. And then you light it with a lighter, and then we would just sit in a car and play spades. We in the lunchroom, we would, just our
Uh-oh.
study halls and whatever classes and everything was always like 50-50. The lunchroom, everything was, it was like my whole education was like roughly half black.
Miss Playful says she heard a different experience when it came to them. That you said that his teachers told him if they saw you in the street, they would F you up.
Oh, that was my that was not my black gym teacher, that was my Jewish gym teacher.
Oh, okay. Just asking.
Mhm.
That was my white Jewish gym teacher who thought he was a real jokester at all the like PTA meetings and shit. He would be like the MC and the presenter and shit. So he always thought he was real funny, but he was dead serious when he said that. He looked at me and he definitely meant it. He definitely meant it. He hoped he would see me. He
So the
hated me.
black people, the black teachers treated you good, but the Jewish and the white teachers didn't.
No, that's just one teacher.
Or one
Oh,
teacher.
Some teachers liked me, some teachers didn't like me. Some teachers loved me.
So how did the other black kids act it? Because I know growing up in New York City, period, when you that white kid,
I'm not that
you don't
white
have
kid.
that
It
many.
was like half and half kids. We didn't
Oh,
care.
well.
It was like half and half. How did they act? We had good black people and good white people and bad white people and bad black people. We had everything.
Yeah, every culture have that.
Yeah.
People is evil, they're gonna be evil in every color, skin, race, creed.
mm-hmm.
I mean,
We had some cool people. We had some really cool people.
Kat,
okay.
I'm just asking you a few questions from the chat. Deidre said, "Why did you attack Lady P on Jay Wilson's page?"
Who's Lady P?
You don't know Lady P?
No.
Oh, well, guess you can answer
So,
that question.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so what advice would you give to people like you on here? Because there's a lot of people. You said you're not a racist, but there's a lot of white people on here who's causing race, issues and pretending. I seen your video and you was calling out some people that used to be your ex-mods who are, you said they're racist. Do I have that right? Or you want to elaborate a little bit on that?
What Robbie said? Did you read that?
I didn't read it. I seen your video, but
You
yeah.
didn't read the picture
It,
across the screen?
it, a little bit, but I'm just asking you your
Let's
take on
discuss. Let's discuss it after you've actually read it, and then we'll comment on it.
it.
How about that?
You're
You can take
funny.
all the time you want. It's only about a
But
sentence long.
I know. But I mean, I did bring you on here so you could elaborate more on what's going on and what people are saying so you could give your point of view.
Okay,
I
I think I'm
mean,
doing a pretty good job of that so far. What else?
yeah,
What
you
else?
you, you are.
So, what do you like the most about this sector anyway? Because you're still over here, so it's something you like about it.
There's some nice people, and there's some very funny stuff here and there. It's much less frequent than it used to be. It used to be a lot of funny
Mm.
stuff. It used to be nonstop funny shit. You used to be able to hop around and be laughing the whole day. It's not like that anymore. I'm less and less paying attention because it's less and less funny. That was really the good part, was that it was funny. The bad part was that it was just evil, and it's just gotten more evil than funny, unfortunately.
Well,
So who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Since you said there's some nice ones.
I don't like to discuss who I listen to because it changes so often and people change so often, but I don't really listen to many people, and I never really comment. I just never really have. I've never been into the chatting and the commenting, and I can't really pay attention to what people are typing either. It's one thing I don't do either. Like, I have it playing like an old, I don't know if you said you're from New York. NPR was kind of how I grew up. Those kind of, and Howard Stern, and like all that AM fucking radio where people run their mouths all fucking day long. You know what I mean? Like, so I just kind of leave it like that in the background, and I don't read the chat. I don't know who's affiliated with people or what they're saying, and I sure as fuck am not typing, so I kind of don't pay attention as much as a lot of people do. I guess that's, so I'm busy. I'm very busy.
So Robbie said, well, it could be instead they're more evil due to their lack of melanin. Is that,
Mm. That's some pseudoscience. That's like some goddamn phrenology and what was that stuff that they did? Eugenics, isn't it? Reverse eugenics or whatever.
I didn't even, I see Robbie, but I don't know his backstory. I didn't know he was your mom. Like I said, I was listening to the video. Some people, some places I don't go, so I don't know. I see people in chat, so I didn't know he was your ex mod or half white,
Yeah,
half black.
he was one of my first supporters. He was very, very big support. Excellent moderator. I had a few really wonderful You know who was an excellent moderator who I really missed, and she was my moderator when I was Tracy Living My Tooth, I think, and now I see her over at Phi Babe. I see her over at Phi Babe as a moderator. It was Bluty Fly. She was wonderful too. I had a lot of really good moderators. Robbie was a good moderator. Robbie is a troll.
So
She's right. She's right. He's a really bad troll.
yeah, I
He
said
has a
that
lot
last
of
night.
he has a lot of troll identities. He's in everything. He's a fucker. He really is.
I said
Just
that the
trust
other
me.
night.
He really is. He
I don't
really
know
yeah,
is.
much
I
about
guess
him, but I
where
do
I'll be
know he's
meeting
a
him,
troll.
I guess where I'll be meeting up with him, he just be on his absolutely best behavior. Cause I
Yeah.
ain't never seen that. I was like, what?
Yup. Trust me. Yeah. He's a motherfucker, and he
I mean,
seems real
truthfully,
good.
I just started watching you, so that's why when I seen that video, I was like, Robbie, is he messy? So I
No,
really didn't know. So I was.
that's why if you listen to Tracy's story, he's neutral. He never hurt anybody. Really?
The Queen
Okay.
of Troll. I can't listen to the Queen of Troll. She holds no weight to nothing she ever
That's what
says.
she says. She says he's innocent, and Sir King says he's innocent. They both say he's neutral. They both say he hurts nobody. I'm like, you have no idea. He's like what? He's like a super troll. And he's
Surfing. I
racist.
mean,
And he's racist. And he's half white, which is nuts. But look at Kwani. She hates black people. Did you hear her today? When she was calling people black monkeys today. I'm like, are you not black? Like, what
that's
does
just
Yeah.
she
love
do?
hate.
I can't disagree with that. I just can't
But
disagree
I've
with
been saying that since Wiley. Like, she was one of the people that made me get a channel. I was like, this crazy shit I would be hearing. I was like, I've never heard this shit in my entire life. I swear to God.
So you used to be friends with Kwani at one point. I mean, what
No,
made you?
never,
Oh, you never
never,
was?
Okay.
Oh,
never.
okay. Well, you
That's
know,
a
when they
lie.
scream your name out there, we just think so. So
No, Tracy may have said that. Some people have said that are big. I don't remember who I could pin that on, but I can't really tell you who has said that, but it's not true.
okay.
Yeah, no, it's not true at all. The first time I
So
ever spoke to Kwani was on that show that everybody saw. That's the first time I ever spoke to her. The only other thing I ever said to her was when I was telling her she was acting like a negative stereotype on Jay Wilson's show. I only got like one sentence in, I think.
well, you know, she loves this shit. So
She does, because look at she's fucking screaming, bouncing off her fucking walls in that rickety ass house, that decrepit ass fucking shack she lives in.
Oh,
she probably had
Robbie's
a little
here.
too much.
He
There's
said,
Robbie.
let me pull it. He said, I have no
Oh, I want to
trophy.
talk to Slide Jones if he
See
can
it?
come up. Slide Jones, can you come up here? I want
Oh,
to talk to
I'll throw
Slide
the
Jones.
link in here. Y'all welcome to come.
I would like to
Mm-hmm.
talk to Slide Jones.
No yelling, 'cause we want to hear
I
everybody.
don't, I'm not, I don't.
No, not you. Not you know whoever comes up here, because some people might not like
Who
you. So
bothered? Who bothered who first? You or Kwani? Definitely
Hey,
Kwani
Sly
first.
Jones, if you want to come
Definite,
up here,
definite. Kwani came up with a whole story that I was calling
you
people
guys are
racist words,
welcome.
which wasn't true, and she also came up with a story that I was the wrench in the same breath. Neither one was true, and then that's how I became aware of who she was. I know that I had been aware of hearing her saying these things. I didn't. Like I just told you though, I don't like fucking associate a name. So if I hear somebody screaming all this racial shit, for a month or two, I probably don't associate that it's a quote Kwani. I just hear this yelling against, Wiley and some other voice. Like, you know what I mean? I'm cleaning my kitchen floor or whatever. But when I knew who her name was when she started that shit with saying I was the wrench and I was calling people racist. And I was like, who is this bitch? That's how I found out about her.
okay. Well, that
Okay.
clears that up. But you and Rita are cool, right? So
What? What?
I said you and Rita, you're cool, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. No, because you were saying people who call you out, because everybody always say they working with you, so we just want clarification.
Rita's been very nice to me.
Okay.
People were pissed when I talked to Jason. I fucking have had one conversation, I think, with Slide Jones ever, and that's why I wanted to talk to him. Well, there's something I want to ask him, but I want to ask him over the air because I want to hear the response. It's
Would
not like a real loaded bad question. I just want to actually hear the way you answer it because I've been dying to ask you one question, really. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just curious.
Robbie, did you
Tracy's.
want to come up here? Because Slide Jones said he got to slide away
Oh,
for a
Slide.
minute.
Oh, okay.
Robbie, do you want to come and clear your name? What you say, Rockwell? Because Sly got to slide.
Okay.
So stupid, man. Okay. Um.
No, I don't have a beef with you. I wanted to ask a question now.
Yeah, he said he's coming. I don't know about Robbie though. Robbie, you have your opportunity. We're gonna let you talk.
You sure is. So what do you like to do on a daily basis, Jason? You know.
Uh, what do I
Oh, he's
like to
oh
do?
he said he ain't clearing shit. His name clear enough for him.
Oh. Oh. Well, then, damn.
Well, there's your answer.
So this Sly Jones slide the whole way out this chat. He said, "Y'all be good. I'll see you soon." So I guess that's a no for Sly Jones.
I think he said he had to make a call, and then he
You
was
got to
gonna.
call a friend to call a friend.
I think.
Well, Jason, I guess you should have just asked him.
Thank you.
No, I want to hear his answer in his voice.
Okay, Quiet Storm. Maybe it depends on the flow. And thank you so much. Hold on. Was it Sunshine? Thank you, Sunshine. Now I sound like a whole man when I get mad though.
Okay. I think we all do. You like you got the New York aggressive accent. Like,
Who do?
you live in New York, you gotta be aggressive. All them pushing in trains and traveling, rude ass people coming, they don't know where to walk. Hey
Hey,
everybody in the chat.
hey,
Thank you for
Michelle's
stopping
daughter.
by.
Ms.
That's my
Playful,
daughter.
he's Sir King's moderator. He's Tracy's moderator, I think, or he's her friend or something. I'm not sure. Again, I don't pay attention to the fucking chats. I never know who's associated with who. Why does
So,
Jason delete comments in his live chat when they're harassing like you? I delete them. I don't need the negative energy. I mean, is that a good enough answer? I don't. It's not that deep.
okay. Did I say hey Michelle's daughter? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we said hello. Well, hello again, Michelle. So we have Mr.
I,
L.
I guess
You want to
Robbie
come up
bounced.
here? Yeah, you heard what Robbie said. He ain't got
Oh,
no
that's
Tuesday.
S. Hutchinson. I didn't realize S. Hutchinson. I want to ask a question also too.
What's your
Okay,
question
she.
to her?
Mhm.
I have different questions for people,
Or
but
you
I mean,
actually want to talk to her? Like I
yeah,
don't.
if I get one question, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, buddy.
Okay.
She won't answer it, but I mean, you could say it out loud, but
Mm.
No, as in you're obnoxious,
So is
Deirdre.
that a real picture? This might be a dumb question, but sometimes I have to ask anyway. Is that a real picture of Sir King?
As far as the information I have, that is him, and he is Zills, and he does this shit where he has his friends from his rap group or whatever pretend to play Zills and come on the show, or
Okay.
he's using two devices with a delay because you can delay the broadcast by like a few seconds and answer your shit or whatever. And there's all kinds of shit. He's a recording person, so he can do all kinds of stuff,
yeah, he's
and
a copycat too.
he's a tech person, and he literally does music. Like he makes music for me. So like, I mean, come on, that he is definitely that person. And when Chopper showed him that picture, he almost had a nervous breakdown, and I have clips of it on my channel. I don't know where, but they're back a few weeks. And he's going, "Please, please, please, Chopper, take my picture down. Why would you why would you put my picture up, Chopper? Please, Chopper, take it down. Take it. What?" And then Chopper's like, "Oh, and what about Michelle A.T. Alien?" He's like, "Don't bring her into this, Chopper. She has nothing to do with this, Chopper. Do not say her name, Chopper. She has not." And I'm like, listen to this shit. You should
Mm-hmm.
really,
Yeah,
you
that
need to
makes
listen
sense.
to it. You need to listen to it. It's on my channel. You need to listen to it. That's
If
all
he's
the
like
fucking.
defending her like that, that sounds
It
like
was.
bills.
That's why I've been saying the whole time, what the fuck is she getting out of this? What is she? Apparently, she and Duchess Kelly Love and Sean Bradley, all these people have issues. I didn't know. I don't even know who the fuck she is. I swear to God, I've probably watched 30 seconds of her ever in my life. I don't know anything about this woman. But I can tell you, everyone's telling me she's heavily involved with the wrench, and I got some questions.
Well, Robbie says,
Okay, I'm back.
I'm
Sorry,
not
guys.
Tracy's moderator or
Okay.
friend. I'm her
It is
subscriber.
not a lie because I absolutely ended my statement with I don't know because I don't keep track of who is affiliated with who. So it's not a lie because I actually said at the end, I'm not even sure what I'm saying is accurate. I think that's what it is. And that's it. Look how he doesn't say I am Sir King's moderator, you sneaky bitch. Why didn't you write that, you fucking cunt?
Wow.
You want to answer that question, Robbie?
Yeah, why don't you answer that question?
Damn, Robbie just popped up here like I heard you call, you rung.
I think you have a right
What
to
is
let
buying
your
bolts? What does buying bolts mean?
I think you have a right to let your voice be heard, Robbie.
What is buying bolts? I see. S. Hutchinson thinks it's sales also.
Mm-mm.
What is buying
Sir King
bolts?
is a bitch, period. It don't matter who he is.
He is a motherfucking psycho.
Yeah, a big ass bitch, a big ass cat. He picked the perfect avatar, big pussy.
He's got those scary fucking Cheshire Cat. I know more than you. Ha ha ha! Look at me hiding. That evil fucking shit. He's a fucking demon. He really is. That's obvious. I'm Sir K's mod. I only called out his lie. Actually, you keep fucking lying, Robbie, because everyone knows I didn't say I knew if you were Tracy's mod. I said I think maybe, but I don't pay attention to who's affiliated with who. You fucking cunt. Keep saying it's a lie, you fucking bitch, and you won't come on here and stand up for yourself. Look how you look. You look like the weasel everybody knows
Drop
you
the link,
fucking are.
actually.
I
You look
dropped the
like the
link, but
fucking
I'll
weasel
drop it
everybody knows
again.
you fucking are. Tell us about how you're inferior because you don't have enough melanin because you're half white. We want to hear your theory on how you're not good enough, Robbie. Because you're
Yeah, I
half
read that
evil.
comment.
Yeah, you're half evil, Robbie, you know. You're half evil, Robbie. You're a half cave dweller. You're a Caucasian, right?
White on white.
You're a
This is
heathen,
white on
right?
white crime right
You're
now.
right. You're primitive, right? You're a savage.
Yo, I can't.
You're a cracker, right?
Look, it's one white person to another talking to each other, so we just listening. Go ahead.
I'm just saying real quick.
Yo, I had to mute myself. I do one of those labs that damn, I'm about to call you Robbie, Rockwell, that you be hearing me do. You know, I got some crazy laughs.
Okay.
You said he's
Okay.
a cracker. He's a caucus.
And that's why I want to give him a platform because I want to know who these racists was. I mean, Robbie, we giving you a chance because, like I said, I never seen
Don't
him
give
nowhere
that
messy. 'Cause
motherfucker a chance. He's
look, I
fucking
said
had his chance.
where we at
No, I'm
was
just kidding. Yeah, drop
mutual.
the fucking link. He won't. He's a fucking pussy. I'm just being facetious. Don't give him a chance. But yeah, sure.
Wow.
Well, he's
Jason is on
recently
one. Did you
finished
take
that,
that
so
medication
he's
earlier?
fine.
Is it kicking in?
I took the two. Good question. I took the two. Whatever. What is this? 100-year-old, 81 milligrams of aspirin. How many am I supposed to take? I can't read this shit. I
Is
took
it ass?
two.
Oh my God.
What does this say? Oh, Jesus Christ. 4 tablets every 4. Okay, cool. I'll take 2 more. Yeah, it is starting to help a little.
Half evil to Jason, 100% evil. Don't ask me, ask his other former mods. Oh, who are your former? Oh, you said some of the people. I don't even know who they are. But you know, I don't need comedy because I know Robbie.
Mm.
Yeah, Robbie's not coming. He already said what he
Robbie's
had
a
to say.
fucking punk.
Oh, well, the link was dropped. We're just waiting for Sly Jones to slide back in here. Yeah, to make a couple of friend calls and stuff.
I really would love to speak to S. Hutchinson about what she's saying.
Hey, Miss Ray Ellen. Yeah, I recently changed it maybe like a week ago. Just wanted a new start. I mean, you could still call me Ashley Lucas. I don't care about that. But
Oh, hi, Miss
yeah,
Ray Allen. I love Miss Ray Allen.
you can
Well,
call me
so I guess
either one of those.
is there anything else anyone needs to ask or say or anything? I don't want to waste
Yeah,
anybody's
because I
time.
don't know if Sly Jones is gonna
He's
slide or
not
not.
coming back. No, he doesn't want any of this shit. Sly Jones don't want none of this shit. He didn't do nothing wrong the last time, and they called him every fucking name in the book and fucking tried to run him out of town. He did nothing wrong.
Oh, you want to give us a little
I
backstory about that? Because I don't know Sly Jones. I just started seeing him sliding through. Was he one of your mods? I mean,
I swear to God, I spoke to him once on the air. I think that's the only time ever. I swear to God, I don't think I ever spoke to him even twice.
They said I said, Jason, have you made disparaging comments about S. Hutchison?
Yes.
Have you now? So
Sure.
elaborate. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What you said, Jason?
I don't need to repeat it. It's not, it's not necessary.
Okay.
So I. What did Jason say? Because I don't know. You
You're
know.
welcome, Robbie.
I mean, I did see that video you made to her. Telling her to check her emails. Just to let you know, she don't check her emails. So
Why do I say
apparently,
good and bad things about Five Babe? She's got good and bad things to say about her. Tracy, too. I am very fair. I call them like I see them, and there's good and there's bad. Look at this, Grish Lamb. This is who I was accused of being. Jason, will you apologize for saying the N word live in your broadcast? I've already addressed this many times, Grish Lamb. Will I apologize for saying a word in the English language in context discussing something? No. No, I won't. If it's to hurt somebody's feelings, I'm sorry somebody's feelings were hurt. But you can't censor somebody else on discussing topics in the English language. That's not fair.
yeah. So
Look
you
at
use
that.
the N word.
That's who Grish Lamb. So that's who fucking Kwani made a video the other day saying I was this person. So there you go, right there. Kwani, I'm obviously not that person. You fucking idiot. Either you're a supporter or you're not. No. That's an interesting way to look at it, Mister Whatever else. But no, I call them like I see them. There's some good and there's some bad. That's what you asked, and that's the answer.
So you use the N word in what context? What was you explaining?
I was usually quoting or making fun of Kwani. Or, quoting and criticizing or making fun of, or both, Kwani, usually. I can't remember a specific instance, but if whatever. I'm not going to defend every time I've ever said anything. I think it's interesting that Christopher came on my show today. I don't know if you heard him. And he was like,
Uh,
I got to. Did you hear him today?
Who,
Christopher W.
Christopher
You
W?
talking about?
Yeah, on my show today.
No, I didn't hear your show today, but I seen that post you put up about that woman or whatever. But
Yeah,
that's
so
I didn't
today
see your show. See,
he
look, you
came.
got pages. You sending
I
people to your
know.
other page.
It's stupid,
Wait,
I
hold
know.
on, Jason. You gotta link your page because you can't say go to my other page and if
I
nobody's
don't
subscribed
even.
to your 100
I don't.
channels,
I don't know, but
they
and it
they
was
won't
my
find
It
you.
was my smaller necrophiliacs page. I have two that look the same and that are the same
Yeah, he has
picture.
two pages that's
But so
identical.
he came on and he was like, they told me you said the N word all the time and you're really racist. He goes, I gotta tell you, I've been listening to you really closely for 4 months. I never heard a fucking racist thing yet. I was like, duh. That's what I told you when you first started saying shit to me. I told you they were lying to you. There's people listen to me for 2 fucking years.
So that's probably why people think you're racist because using that N word and
Yeah,
you
they're
have a
Yeah.
lot.
simple-minded, and they get to make everything black and white. Look at Mr. LLL. Either you're a supporter or you're not. Either you can't say the word and you have to apologize for it, or you're a racist and you did say it. No, sorry, it doesn't go that way. It's not that clear cut.
I mean, I would be offended if a white person called me a
If
nigga.
somebody called you that, yeah, of course you would be. But I'm not calling anybody that. I'm saying how it's wrong that Kwani's calling people that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well that clears it up.
Hmm.
Yeah, highlight Robbie's comment. Mm. You see what Robbie said, Jason?
Um.
That's
Was that in
decent,
the
Robbie.
conversation? Was that in the conversation where you told me that you thought it was really funny that people were threatening to kill me and come to my house, and that you also thought that that was equal to the shit that I was doing to the wrench, which I don't even know who the wrench was? Is that in the same conversation where you're telling me you think it's hysterical, people are threatening to kill me, but you wouldn't tell them where I lived? Is that the comment you mean? That didn't reassure me, you asshole. That sounded like a threat.
And does anyone wants to join the stream lab while we're still here?
Miss Ray Allen said, I heard it. Not acceptable at all, Ashley.
Mm, yeah, not a
And
fan of that.
I know you may use the word, but being in the sector here, because it's full of black people, So it's not like 50-50. Every once in a while, somebody like Christopher L will come through, somebody like you or whoever else. So it's like you're using that word. It's very like offensive. And you grew up with, dominantly black people. You have black friends. You play spades. So you will
Not
see how
dominant.
it
It
be
was about
offensive.
half and half. It was about half and
Right.
half.
But
It could be offensive if you don't hear the context of me criticizing the the
right. I
concept
would I
of
would like to listen to that
whatever.
video, but
Yeah, well, exactly, and the wrench and these other assholes put together 1 second clips with graphics and captions, and Kwani did the same thing in the beginning. That's how she put herself on my radar. Is they take shit out of context. I actually made a video saying the N word was a bad word, whether you end it with an A or an R, and that nobody should say it. Kwani took that tweet where I was tweeting my entomological analysis of how both words are used, and they're both inappropriate in most cases, but they have a meaning. So I made a video about that, and when I hashtagged all these different N varieties, that you could type in NIGG, I even did a video showing this. You type in NIGG on Instagram, and it'll recommend all the top NIGG whatever words. So I hashtagged all those. I put the names of people in the tweet that I used in the video to prove my point that you shouldn't be saying these words. She takes that tweet and says, I'm calling them that name. That's how I first found out who Kwani was. I was like, who's Kwani? I was like, I fucking made a video to say that these words are bad. I used clips of these people in it and put their names in it because I used clips of them. And this bitch says, I'm calling them and everybody else these words. That's how I found out who she was.
okay. So you haven't used that word or made that analogy or example since then?
I haven't discussed the N word in 2 years now. I'm sure I've discussed the word in 2 years. She says it every night, so I'm sure I've made quite a few videos about it.
Okay, because 2 years ago, that's what you said, and that's why everybody's judging you. And I didn't hear that.
No, that's where
But
she started to. That's where she put me out on her channel as being associated with her. Like that's how we came into like direct contact. Was that interaction where she took
yeah,
me
I don't watch
criticizing.
this. So.
She took me criticizing the usage of those words and using whatever hashtags were recommended by Instagram, and then you link it to Twitter, which is where she saw it was on Twitter. And she decided to say that I'm calling these people these words. Everybody's looking at the tweet. They're like, "Oh, really? Is that what's going on in the tweet?" And they believed it. It had the link to the YouTube video, but it just shows a YouTube link and it says these hashtags and these people's names. So they're like, "Sure, that's what he's doing." So that's what she started, and that's the first time I heard it.
Okay. So
I even have screenshots. I even have screenshots of her saying it. I even have screenshots. I think I have the video too of her saying that with the original tweet. You could see it for yourself.
Yeah, where would I find that at?
I have it.
You too, Mr.
I've shown it before.
LLL.
I've seen it. I've shown it before. I haven't.
Well, like I said, Jason, I just started, checking you out, seeing what the hell you're about, because I've been hearing races, and clearly there is some races out here, and in the world we living in, we ain't got time for that. So that's why I said, come up here. Not, I'm not
because
judging.
you're in like a black sector, so
yeah, this is not 50-50. This is 99%. Yeah, totally. I know.
Right,
95. Yeah, 98%.
Right. And then, some people, ignorant like Kwani, would accept anyone and will bring, racist white people in, and we ain't playing that. Everybody's not a Kwani where we self-hating, calling nigga, this and that. But, there are some niggas.
Because
I swear to God,
as that word goes, is an ignorant person,
and I will assure you, I've had white friends. I still have white friends, and that's one word they will not use around me because I just won't accept it. It's just call it hypocritical. I won't call them words either or say those words around them either. But
Robbie, I challenge your punk ass to get the fuck up here and stop typing, you little weasel.
I won't listen to it.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Robbie, I challenge you to stop fucking typing and get your punk, self-hating ass up here or shut the fuck up, because I'm not answering your fucking questions. Get the fuck up here and speak like a man, or shut the fuck up like the weasel you are, you little whack-a-mole. Go back in your fucking hole and pop up on a troll page, you bitch.
Okay, someone in the comments asked, Did you burn bridges giving Tasha K celebrity info?
No, never gave Tasha K any celebrity info.
Okay. Hey, Yoli B.
Yeah, Robbie, it looks like you're gonna have to get up here and defend yourself, buddy.
I would love for you to, and you can
Look
leave
at this. You
anytime
don't
you.
do crazy liars, but you keep trying to pepper me like the fucking weasel troll you are. You want to hear me speak, but you don't want to speak yourself, you fucking cunt. You little bitch. You little fucking weasel. You want to hear me speak. You don't do crazy. You don't talk to crazy liars. Okay, so what do? You type to them and you want to listen to them speak? You don't have a fucking life. Nobody loves you. Nobody's in your fucking household. You ain't got nothing better to do, bitch. Put on your fucking bonnet and get on the fucking air, you cunt.
Oh wow. Hey, Miss Pink Dot.
Hey, Miss Pink
Hey,
Dot.
everybody coming in the room. We have Jason on the line, and if y'all have any questions, please let it in. Cause he did take some Advil, a leave from 2001.
We're at 2019. Thank
So
you
I don't
very
know if it's
much.
potent or if it's
It's
he hanging in
2019.
there.
I only have 3 so far. I'm allowed 4. It's only from 2019, and I'm allowed
Wow,
4. I
you
only
go
had 3.
hard, huh? You didn't even start with 1. You went straight to 3.
No, I went to 2, and then I upped it to 3. When you asked me how I was, I was like,
Oh,
1962
okay.
alleys.
when
Uh,
you said
uh,
when you said how are you, I was like, oh, time for a 3rd. Okay.
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 Hello, Marlo. I love you too.
Um. Okay. Did iBabe really come to your house, Jason?
I can't get into the legal case.
Oh, it's a
Where
legal
did
case
our babe
now.
come from? Like she just popped up all of a sudden. I don't.
She
Who is
came
she?
on fucking stream. She came on Shrimpeen's coattails. She stole her whole shtick.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
That's a,
okay.
that's a single that's a single black female thing. I can't really elaborate much more. It's pretty
Yeah.
cut and
Single
dry.
black female to fire babe.
No, well, first to Shrimpeen to then go after five. Yeah, it's
Because
double
of that
crazy.
name, it's weird. Yeah.
It's the whole thing is crazy. How she's got all it's nuts.
She's weird. She's weird as hell.
Am I attending his town hall tonight? No, because I'm not allowed to speak. I'm gonna
Did
go to
you?
sleep after this.
Okay. Wow. So it's a legal case going on. You be into a lot of legal stuff. You must have a good lawyer, Jason.
Right.
I have
Pass me
so
that
many
lawyer.
fucking
Like
lawyers. I
your
have so
lawyer, your
many
lawyer
fucking
is
lawyers.
rich. They're getting rich off of you. You like
They really
legal case,
are. They
you
really
know?
are. You have no fucking idea. And it's not just lawyers. I have a whole fucking bunch of other people too. It's just ridiculous. It's a fortune.
Okay. Perfect. Speaking of lawyers, you and Trish is good.
You
Did
know
you
what?
help
If you're gonna keep, I'm gonna
for
just
that?
say this. I'm gonna just say something right now. If you're gonna continue to highlight Robbie's bullshit, trolling, and being harassing, I'm leaving, and we're gonna end the show right now. And that's it. So we're stopping right here, right now. So you continue to highlight his harassment, and
Um. Mhm.
you're not giving me the respect that as guest that I deserve. And I'm
But you're
about to
going at
end.
Okay,
him
I'm
too.
no
this
no no
is
no 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 no
Ashley's
no no no
channel,
no.
so
No,
Yeah, this is
what
my
I'm okay.
because
Whatever it is, I'm not gonna sit here and let somebody type at me. He's either gonna get on the fucking thing or he's gonna be shut the fuck up. That's it. That's the only thing. Because I'm here to speak. I'm not here to be peppered with typed bullshit. You see this shit? That's it. I'm out of here. You can block him. You can shut him up, or I'm gone. You want your show to end now? Is he gonna get on here, or am I leaving?
all right,
is there
Jason.
anything you got to
Just
say?
That's what I'm saying is I'm not being harassed by an asshole that can't show his fucking face and get the fuck or at least come on with a fucking avatar.
Oh,
all right,
so you're mad at me for highlighting, but you the one that know Robbie. I don't know Robbie, so I'm trying to
Okay,
figure
well,
out what's going on.
there's nothing he's not willing to say with his own voice or ask with his own voice, so it's bullshit. So either he can come on or you can block him, and that's it.
Hold
Or
on.
I leave, because I'm not doing this shit with him nasty fucking typing at me this whole fucking time. That's not how you treat a guest.
okay, Robbie. Do you want to come on? Who's that, Robbie?
Who, me?
There's somebody else on here.
This
Who's
is
that?
just lovely.
Hi,
Okay.
it's
Hey,
just lovely.
Hey.
I have a question for Jason.
There's no more questions answered. We're settling this first. Hello, Just Lovely. So what's the deal? Is he being blocked or am I out of here?
I'm not
Okay,
gonna block him,
so
so I mean,
All right, so if you don't want to put him in a timeout or block him and you want him to keep peppering your guests with bullshit insults instead of coming up here and speaking like Just Lovely did, you just lost your whole show.
good night.
We appreciate you
so
for being
I
here,
will
so we're
not.
gonna
You
speak to
nobody's
Just
gonna tell me
Lovely.
what to do on my
Okay.
channel.
I wanted to know why he have Zill's photo as his avatar.
He just
Well,
got
he
off.
left. So he's
So
mad because Robbie is typing in the chat, and I'm not going to stop him from typing in the chat. That's his prerogative. He's not
right.
disrespecting me, so whatever.
Mm.
Well, I think we pretty much okay.
Well, he
You're very
probably
welcome,
still
Jason.
here.
And
So if
yeah,
he's still,
he's in the
he's
chat right
yeah.
now.
So Jason, because you're in the chat, I have a question for you. If you go over to my confession booth channel, you'll see that I have Zills as a guest on my channel all the time over there. And I wanted to know, why do you have Zills as your avatar? So if you could answer that question, that would be great. And I've already contacted Zills to advise him that you have him on a necrophiliac titled channel. That ain't cool. But that's all I want to say. Ashley, how you doing, boo?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
I'm a little irritated right now because I don't now I'm very nice and I'm real chill, but nobody's gonna tell me how to run my channel. Like, good night.
Exactly. So, and
Yeah,
plus
I
it's
was
your
a little
channel, so you
leery.
know.
I was a little leery to come over here, but that was one of the questions I wanted to ask him. And
Okay.
then when I saw that you were interviewing him, I was like, "Oh wow, he giving out interviews. I might want to interview him too because I have questions."
He don't like the hard questions, and I guess because Robbie knows him way more than we do, it's irritating him more. That's what it seems to me, because nobody would run me off of a platform because of a comment ever.
Right.
Did you
Right.
ask him why he named his channel that?
Hmm.
No, we didn't get to
No, we
that.
didn't even we
Mm.
didn't even get to that.
Oh,
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, so I heard Mr. Jason mention he was claimed to be me. I mean, people were saying I was him. No, people were saying that the rude things that he had been doing. I'm a
Okay,
new
who is
per
this? Who is
This
this?
is Grish Lamb.
Okay.
I'm new to YouTube, and I started posting things that I've seen, and they thought I was Jason. I started to do my research on this gentleman, and I started seeing very rude things. How he would attack people, doxing, things like that. Now he said he's not going to apologize for saying the N word. It wasn't that he was doing it in an educational purpose. He was doing it in a racist purpose. He was calling people. He would do a broadcast about someone, and then if things didn't go his way with that person, like they had a bad dialogue or whatever. I'm just stating I've heard it numerous of times. I've asked him would he apologize because he could turn this around if he wants. Everyone doesn't have not to like him, but they should
Mhm.
respect him, I think, and he should respect others. So my question still stands, Mr. Jason, if he's listening or in the bushes, would you apologize? That's all.
Just from this little interview, I don't think he's gonna apologize. For some reason, it's because I'm pissed. I don't like when people
Mhm.
disrespect me like that. I was like in shock. I was like, "Ooh, he's talking to me." Okay, you know.
Right.
he's
But
been asked that question several times, and he's not going to not. No.
Now my next question is: he
mhm.
has called the police on people, false reports, had them go after certain people. I mean, if he's going to talk about, there's another broadcaster named Tracy, and she does that. So if he's going to talk about other people, he's came to the sector and he's trying to straighten things out. He has to straighten himself out as well. because he's
Mhm.
doxing and doing things that are wrong and illegal.
Mhm.
Everybody has a voice, and maybe he's representing his a way that I don't know. I just know that what I'm seeing is illegal, to the point where he does it where it can't be traced back to him. But he'll broadcast that he's done it. I've called the police. I've done this. I've done it. For what? If you don't like the sector, why don't you go? There's
And
many
that's
other
why I
places.
asked.
Hmm.
That's exactly why I asked him, "What do you like so much about this sector?" I I,
Mhm.
I asked him nicely, but it's always a reason why I ask certain questions. Yeah. What I
I mean,
Oh,
that's
hey,
that
Gigi.
was a whole point of the interview,
Mhm.
because we already had our own ideas, and we wanted to prove something different, and he just proved exactly what we thought. So,
Well,
Mhm.
the little bit that I do know is that he wanted to be down with and this is from what I say, what I know is that he'll go to people's chats. He wants to be guested, and when things doesn't work out for him, he'll demand that they block that person. He wants to. It's like his show, and
well, we just seen that tonight.
he believes that everything revolves around it's about me. You wanted me, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna go. And it doesn't work like that because everybody's important. Everybody's
Mhm.
important. Everybody has a role. There's some people that have roles in the chat. There's some people have roles as hosting. Everybody does their own little part. And I don't understand. I really don't. I really, really don't. But he's not the only one. So I don't want to seem like I'm just going after him. There's Kwani. There's a lot of little evil geniuses out there. But he's the only one I've seen be racist. That I've seen in the sector. That I've seen. And I,
Well, there's some
for
other ones. I ran across them.
but
That's why I
when I
wanted to, you
You're
know.
welcome, Robbie.
when I say the only one is because I've been compared to him. They thought because
Uh,
I was moving a little, fast for a new person, that they were stating it must be Jason. And I'm like, who's Jason? So for me to try to find out who he is, I just would like to, clear the air. I'm not him. I did also put that on my page that I'm not him. I cleared it and the thing is, I could never be him because
Right.
I do not have low self esteem and I am not calling people out of their names. I'm not rude and you don't have to block anyone. You guys have a nice day and thank you so much for your time.
You're
you too.
welcome.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
stopping
stopping
by.
by.
Okay, bye.
Okay, yes, Ashley. I just wanted to ask him that question too. I asked in the chat, but he was arguing with Robbie, so I guess I missed out. But
Yeah. It was like a couple seconds too late
Yeah.
cuz I
I
was
mean,
about to get
we had more
nasty.
questions. We had more questions and things to ask him, and
I had
I guess
just clicked on the channel, so I don't even know what all you all asked. So I guess I have to watch the playback.
Okay.
yeah.
Cuz we try to get as many, well, mostly Rockwell try to get as many questions as possible, to clear some stuff up, but I feel like we gotten nowhere.
Yeah, we didn't. Well, I mean, we got what we needed to, I guess. Hopefully he would have just been different than what he usually do somewhere else, because like I said, I don't know him. I only seen a couple of videos. So I don't, like I asked him, was it like 2 years ago you used that word, or have you been using it recently? Because I don't go where he goes. So I don't know what he's doing wherever he's at, where you can see the races in him. But I know that he's been called a racist, and too many people have the same type of stories. So, we just want to clear the air. Lovely, why you here? I mean, when he used the word recently, that's what you're saying?
Oh no, I don't know. I don't watch his channel. I just know that when he had that girl video up, I went over to watch
That's what
then.
you're saying?
No, I'm not saying
I don't
that. No, I don't watch his channel. I just know that when he had that girl video up, I went over to watch
That's what
then.
you're saying?
No, I'm not saying
I
that. No, I
Thank you,
don't
Deidre.
watch his channel. I just know it's that when he had the girl video up, I went over to watch
That's what
then.
you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that. No,
Thank
I
you,
don't
Deidre.
watch his channel. I just know that when he had the girl video up, I went over to watch
That's what
then.
you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that. No, I
Thank you,
don't watch
Deidre.
I just know it's a
Is there some feedback? Sound like
somebody's
There's
replaying the
somebody else in the
video.
chat. There's,
Someone is just replaying the video.
sound like
Somebody's
there's
replaying the
somebody else in the
video.
chat. Yeah, let this person know the stream your Ash.
Someone is just replaying the video.
sound like.
Somebody's yeah.
There we
Oh,
go.
okay, Miss Ray Allen, if you want to come back, you might. I think you might be playing something in the background, and it's like feeding back. But you can
Oh, that
come
was Miss
back.
Ray Allen? Yeah, it was
Uh-huh.
just playing itself. It was just a dark screen, so I didn't know. Oh,
Let
here
me
she
try
is.
again.
There we
Hello,
go.
Miss Ray Allen. Hmm.
Maybe it's a troll.
Maybe so. Just
Oh,
kind of
what did you
rude.
put name? That's rude.
No, but as I was saying, no, I had never really been over to his channel, so I don't know what he do, on his channel. I have seen him be interviewed by Nicole Tyler, and the young man who was on before, he was correct in saying that he will want you to block people or he try and take over your channel, because she was on the phone with somebody and they were asking him questions too, and he was
Mhm.
like, hang up on them, hang. I was like,
Oh,
wow.
well, he can't do that over here. That wasn't gonna work. Uh-uh.
Well, I did explain to him earlier. There are some people like Nicole Tyler and Kwani who hates themselves and will let anybody like him in and treat them like a slave. Let them use that privilege, but not
Mhm.
everybody would do that. We always respectable of him. I even asked him to do an interview to get his side out to show, like you're not a racist, but I'm not saying he's a racist, but like I said, I heard what I needed to hear today, and seeing that he was being rude to my sister, like it's her channel. You can't tell her to block anyone. But at the
Mm-mm.
same time, you hear, cursing at someone and you wanted them to come on. It should have just been like you didn't have to read the chat.
Right.
Now you acting like you're being attacked. Now you're showing us a different side, which
Like
I
he was
said,
acting like a victim. No,
right.
that was.
So which I said, it don't matter how many courses you take on blackness, you cannot be black and you cannot know how black people work, especially the ones who love ourselves, our community, unlike Kwani and everybody else who's out here with the rhetoric and allowing people to tell them is okay. So, I guess we got what we needed out here.
I agree with S. Hutchinson. We can't blame him for everything. The little that I do know is that when he did come over here in this sector, they automatically tried to call him out as a racist. I think I might be wrong, and I think that kind of set him off. You know how it is if you want to be included in something, but everybody try and turn their back on you and try and make you feel like you this type of way. And I think
Mhm.
that's when he went rogue. Do
Right.
you all think he is the wrench?
Um, I've always went back and forth with myself with that question.
Mhm.
I don't know. I
Because
haven't
I
came
used
to
to
a
have a
conclusion.
lot of
Slide Jones, you sliding real late, brother.
Well, it's no need for. I mean, if it's for Jason, it's no need for him to slide because Jason is gone.
And he wanted to hear your voice, so guess you bit that bullet.
Mhm.
He's like, I'll come back when he gone.
I think just Lovely either. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
gonna
what
be
happened.
fun.
We still can't hear you, Miss Ray Ellen.
I mean, that's why I said I would never blame, people who have self hate on somebody like him. Like, oh, he came here and did that. Like, people are doing it to themselves, and look at what they doing over there. So it's like it won't take one person to do that. You have to allow them to do that.
Mhm.
So,
Well, the link is still there. Hold on.
I took
Okay,
myself off by mistake.
it's
It
okay.
happened.
Hey, Sly Jones, you done slid on through here.
Okay. Good evening, Sly Jones. Hello?
They're not saying anything
Hey,
either.
can you hear me now?
Okay.
Oh, there you
Yes,
go.
Oh, my bad. I had to activate my mic. How y'all doing this evening?
You got a very white voice, Sly Jones.
Okay.
giving me Barry White.
So, what did I miss? Like, as far as my Jason story, I haven't talked to that dude in over a year, so I have no idea even what he wanted to ask me.
I don't know what he wanted to ask you either.
Well, I guess if he's still in the bushes, he's got my email or my IG, so I guess he can hit me up. So, but no, I just wanted to
He
come by
said,
and show some love. I
I
know y'all been on
appreciate
for a
that.
while now and everything, but I see S Hutchinson in the house. What's up? I see the homies, so I just wanted to come in, speak.
Well, glad you still slid through here, but I appreciate you coming. I definitely do. I'm glad you came back.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a man of my word, and like I said, I wanted to see what he was talking about. I thought maybe y'all knew.
Mm,
Okay.
we were trying to
Yeah.
figure it out today.
All I know is a year ago I was in Tracy's chat, and Jason came in, and they had it out. And then Jason and I had a conversation. He invited me over. No, did I invite him over to my channel? Because I wanted to know whether the things he was saying was true or not. And he denied it. And then the whole rest of the conversation, we just talked about random stuff. So um after that, I really didn't have contact with him anymore. So um, I still don't know what his story is. I didn't know he was still on YouTube actually.
Oh. Oh, someone else is on here?
Yeah, Miss Ray Ellen, you up here?
So a year ago, you and him had your issue, and you haven't
Yeah,
seen him since then.
Yeah, and we didn't even really have an issue. Him and Tracy had the issue. So then in turn, she had an issue with me for having a conversation with him. So I just basically stopped talking to her. I stopped talking to him and everybody else. And then plus, just to be 1,000% honest, my trust of white people right now is very, very, very small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You
yeah.
know, I'm talking about best friends, people I grew up with, people I consider family. So,
Mm-hmm.
be honest, some unknown white boy on YouTube just, doesn't move my needle one way or another because he just wasn't that important to me. Matter of fact, I think people may give him too much power,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
because when you're the only one of something in a group, you tend to stand out. And he knows that. And he knows what he can say, I guess, to piss off people. 'Cause if you're mad at somebody, you just might call him a nigger or a bitch or whatever. So, whatever. I mean, and when Tracy came into my chat, he really said some foul shit, really offensive things to
Wow.
her. So, me as a black man thinking about him talking to a black woman that way, I said it's not beyond the pale that he would use those words and everything and then hurry up and remove the video so he can say, well, hey, I never said it. There's no evidence I said it. But there's enough
Yeah.
people that have been in these chats that heard him say foul shit, and I'm the first one. I don't put up with it from gay guys. I'm certainly not going to put up with it from a white guy to let them dog out my sisters here.
Mm-hmm. That's
That's true,
understandable.
Shelley. That is so true. I
So,
wouldn't
And
do that, but yeah, I'm
Yep.
sure that has happened.
Shelly ain't lying. I mean, that's the way I seen it all along. And that's
mm-hmm.
why I kind of associated him with the wrench because I felt like when the wrench first came out, the wrench was someone that, like I said, he come in my chat, we have a good time. I talk mess to the wrench, and I think that all the accusations just made him go rogue.
Yeah.
Hmm. But if you have so much accusation of you being that, wouldn't you think you would try to do the opposite instead of try to prove people and show them that's what you are? You know,
But the thing
maybe
with
it's just me.
that, the thing with that is we can say that about just about anyone in this sector. We're looking at him as if, this
You
is a white man or whatever. But I see a lot of other foul things that go on in this sector too. So,
Yes.
we ask them to change, but they don't change their ways. So why
right.
should he?
Um, Miss Ray Ellen, you're not muted. I'm looking right here. Yeah, you're not muted.
It's probably the her mic.
Mm,
Then you
yeah.
got these people that done had this campaign against you for almost 2 years now because they came at you.
But I thought he, he was working with all these people like they was friends. That's why I was trying to clarify some things and wanting to ask him some more. When we got to Trish, it was just like, oh, it's time to go. I'm like, okay,
Maybe he
because he like
was
playing.
working with Trish.
What you said?
I said maybe he was working with Trish. A lot of these
You
people
never
I don't
know.
even watch, so I can't even really
Hmm.
say anything.
Exactly. It's like I don't even know what to say because I really don't know.
I don't even watch them. So I don't really have an opinion about them. I just know, like I said, being in Tracy chat, I saw the whole interaction. So
Well, I guess
Mm.
it's me. I don't know what I've done wrong.
you did nothing wrong. You had an interview and
No,
you.
no, no, no. That's me. I'm not muted anymore.
Oh, hi, Miss Ray
Oh,
Ellen.
yeah.
Hey,
Hi.
Miss Ray Ellen.
Hi.
Hello, Miss Ray Ellen.
Uh
Hello.
oh.
How are you? I wanted to say something. Is that okay? I think what he does not seem to understand is that that word coming from anybody, anyone who happens to be white, is offensive,
Mhm.
Hmm.
and he doesn't seem to get that. And that was what I was trying to bring up, was that, you know, as you said, Ashley, you have friends who happen to be white who do not use that word.
Yeah.
And you would not use any racially insensitive words towards them either. And I
Exactly.
think it's a matter of respecting black people, not just here in the sector, but period.
Thank you.
That's
That
true.
I appreciate you picking up on that because it I feel like people don't know their boundaries. Like if the fact that he thinks it's okay to use it is not like if I heard it with my own ears and I'm able to speak with him, like if he said it on my StreamYard, it would be an issue. It would be like I wouldn't even have this demeanor about myself right now. I would be a little different because that's
Right.
disrespectful. And I always stood by that since I was a child. Like I would not have other races of people saying the word nigga or nigger. Like I've had to check people because I'm from the South. They did stuff like that, and I didn't tolerate it. I did not. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Even when the other black friends would be okay with it, and I'm just looking like, why are y'all okay with it? Like I've always been that type of person, but he didn't say it to where I can hear it. So well, I mean, I'm
Yeah, I've
just
never
going with the
heard him
flow.
say it.
Well, I
I've
Oh,
never heard
appreciate
him
you.
say it, but I've never heard him deny saying it either.
I've heard it. I've heard him say it. And as I said, he doesn't seem to understand how insensitive that is and how we feel about that word. And people say, well, you all call each other that. Well, it's like family. Like if I have a sister, I may say something to her, but you can't say it to her.
Exactly. Same
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah, it's the same exact question. And I think that we deserve, as a people, that respect. And I think we need to demand it. And, he doesn't have to apologize, but because nobody has to apologize. But I think the cessation of using that word would be very helpful.
Mhm.
Well, let me ask
I
y'all
agree.
this. What does he bring to the platform? What does he bring to the sector that nobody else does? I mean, why are we even still talking about this dude? Like, what is so special about him? Because it sounds like you want to like him, but for obvious reasons you don't. To me, this seems like it's easy enough just to cancel him out.
Mhm.
If he doesn't bring anything to my chat, or if I feel like he's a distraction, it's easy enough to block him off my platform and just not deal with him anymore, as opposed to his name having to keep coming up. And then, it just seems like it's a bit much.
Right.
It
I
is.
answer
I agree.
that. But
I've never understood why, people do videos about this person, and that only strengthens his need to be seen, I guess.
Yeah, he knows that he owns, I guess, real estate in people's head, and he knows how to do it, especially when things are racially sensitive, especially when things are politically sensitive with everything going on. And then here you go, you got this white boy that's kind of like an infiltrator or an intruder. I've never seen anything that he brought to a conversation except discord. He never
right.
came and just tripped out or just was people, at least not in the females' chats. When he came to mine, he didn't start that shit. But I notice in women's chats, it always goes to the left, or he's got something crazy to say, and then he's all the talk for the next week.
Well, for me, I had asked him for the interview because I don't know anything about him but what is being said in other people's stories. So I wanted to hear, how he wanted to hear your voice by asking you a question and hear how you respond. So I wanted to ask him a couple of questions to see how he responded. See, I never knew like he'll do this on other panels or like block them, get them out of here, and try to run people's chat. Like I said, today's the first time I'm speaking with him. So me and Ashley, we have our show, so we interview people, we ask questions. So that's why wanted to open the panel for some of you guys to ask questions. But I don't know him. I just started watching some of the stuff that he has on there, so I just want to get the backstory and see the type of person he is. So not that I would be having any more interviews about him. I just heard what the streets was saying, so I'm like, let me see what he's talking about. So like I said today, he told me everything I need to know just by this
Mhm.
little interview right here. So,
Yeah, and anything that's a distraction to your platform or what you do, because I like it over here. Even if I'm not in the chat, I'm usually somewhere around. You know what I'm saying? This is a pretty chill environment, chill
Thank
people. A lot of
you.
the people in the
okay.
chat I know or have seen in the sector and whatnot. So you don't want nobody like him messing up you when you got a good thing going. You got plenty of subs, you got a lot of people listening in right now, and like I say, you got a really good thing going. So,
Thank you.
don't let somebody like that come along and throw you off your game.
I appreciate that. It's the first time I'm actually consistent. Usually I just throw some videos here or there, but yeah, I'm trying to be more consistent these days. So I appreciate that. I like that.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Sergeant. And this is Cliff Notes. So we do, Cliff Notes of what's going on and we do interviews. So this is not what Ashley regularly do. What I regularly do. We have different content, but we get together and we interview people and just, give people like you a platform to talk like you doing right now.
Mhm.
So, but thank you for that, Slide Jones.
Yeah, and you're always welcome on my side too. So if y'all are ever around, don't be afraid to stop by. You ain't got to be in the bush.
Okay.
If you knock,
Yeah, I
I'll
can do
let you
that.
in.
You the poetry man. I love poetry, so I definitely do. We just
Yeah.
been busy trying to get this together, do something different on here, so yeah, tonight was a learning lesson. We still progressing. This was our second interview, so the first one was with underscore Hutchinson. So, we won't be talking to Jason any time in the future.
No, absolutely not. I'm gonna have to bring that other side, and I don't want to do
Yes,
that.
we good
I'm
on
in. I'm
that.
in
We
a.
good on that. we try to give people a chance and an opportunity. You know, we don't want to just jump off. But you know, like I said, we good. Too many stories. You just gotta believe it sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. You got to make your own course correction. Hey, ladies, y'all be good, and
You,
I'll catch y'all on the rebound.
thank you.
Thank
Have a good
you.
night, son.
Well, if he is the wrench, they inboxed me on Instagram asking me why is it not okay for them to say the N word, and it's okay for. It was just really weird. It was just out the blue one day. So they were just asking me that question. They was bringing up like rappers and um, the people in our community, and I had to explain to them they're not in our community. Although I don't really say that word, so I can't speak for everybody else, but
Mhm.
I think, and that was another question I wanted to ask because we do have a cordial relationship. Well, me and the wrench have a cordial relationship, but I just stopped putting out content. But that's it. That's all I wanted to really ask. Good, and y'all keep up the good work. Ashley, I love seeing you on my timeline. You
Thank
know,
you.
I used to try and watch your nail videos, and you
I gotta
stopped
get
doing
back.
them.
Yeah, I gotta get back at that. That you are so
Okay.
correct. I think
Well,
you. I
tell
didn't
her,
even know.
lovely.
Well, you're
uh,
gonna have competition because when at this point I'm retiring from my long term job, and that's my next step in life. So
mhm.
you'll have competition. I'll be posting my little videos up.
Okay,
So
that's fine. And I'll be watching.
thank you very much.
You're
And you guys
welcome.
have a great night. And yeah,
You
keep up the
too.
good work.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that went
Oh, I
quick,
forgot to
lovely.
speak to Lydia Mack and Danielle. Hey guys.
Hey, little Mac and everybody.
Well,
Well,
this was longer than I expected.
okay. If y'all, I mean, you know, my job is to go out try to get the interview. I think I did that.
Yeah, you
You
did
know, you know,
it.
I don't be in the beefing sector, but you know, that's my thing to get the
Mhm.
interview. So I think I brought him, and we got what we could. You know.
Oh, here goes Shelly. Hold on. Hey, Shelly.
Hey, Queen. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay, because I'm in my
Yes.
room.
You sound good.
Okay, okay. This is what I wanted to say. I'm not taking up for Jason at all. I'm not. I don't even know half of what he does because I do not watch him. Of course, I hear different things. I'm the queen of receipts, so I receive certain things.
Mhm.
But I would like to further take the conversation on a whole different level. But is everybody going to be able to handle the conversation? Because I think the greater conversation is we can't control what he does.
Right.
However, we can control what we do. People use him. Let's keep it real. People use him for information when they want to know. But then we turn up a blind eye to that, doing it when it benefits them to bring down somebody that they don't like.
Uh-huh.
Again,
I agree.
this is this
Yeah.
this is not me just trying to come down on my people, but I've been on YouTube for 5 years, and every single strike that I've had, every single flag that I've had, has been by my own people, with the exception of Jeffree Star. I put out some videos of Jeffree Star using the N word and stuff like that, and Jeffree Star doesn't like that. So I got flags from him. But other than that, I get flags from people that I've supported or people who take my content. But why is it? And I'm not saying that we should not call him to the carpet. standard
Mhm.
than what we hold each other to, period. Okay? We Black YouTubers on here, I can start naming names if you like. Okay? And I've talked about this before, calling each other monkey, nigga, nappy head. But yet it's still, that's supposed to be okay. Not because we're all Black means that we're supposed to tear each other down, calling each other nappy headed, calling each other monkeys. Look how much colorism it is in the YouTube
Mhm.
sector that we're in. So if we
Yes.
talk about it, if we talk about it,
You going in and
into it.
out.
Let's talk about the fact that our own. Oh, I'm breaking up.
Uh-huh.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
You can hear me better?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. If we call him out, when are we going to call each other out and hold each other accountable for the fucking cutthroat shit that we do to each other in this sector? Everybody's not jealous. Some people on here are just not good people, period. But yet we don't do that. We don't hold each other up and say that you shouldn't do that. Now, you know, when it came to the whole kid situation, ooh, it says I'm unstable. Well, dude, turn that around and cuss me out. When are we gonna start speaking the truth and stop lying and playing it up in each other's faces?
I agree.
So it goes deeper. I think having Jason on here, I didn't really know what y'all direction was. However, you know, I fuck with y'all, and plus y'all my moderators. So whatever y'all do, I'm gonna support you, period. Right. But I think this was a amazing interview because I think it can open the door for a much greater issue at hand.
Mhm.
And that's checking each other.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we have this show, so we could
Okay, so
hold the people to the carpet.
I'm gonna try to reserve my right. I'm gonna try to, yes, thank you, Yoli. All of that, nigger monkey bitches and all this other kind of stuff. Now I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna call names. Natasha. I used to defend Natasha a lot when people would say bad stuff about her as far as being transgender, right?
Mhm.
But at the same time, Natasha
She's a colorist.
says a lot of shit. Have it both ways. You can't, yet it's still, you don't respect other people. So I'm going to try to heal myself up and get better. And on Monday, I would like to conversation to another level. However, the only thing that I ask for anybody is to, let's just be honest. It's about who's your fave, who you love the most. It's about having some accountability. Even with myself, I say nigga 24/7. I say it so much, I don't even realize that I'm saying it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit up here and act like
Mhm.
I'm perfect or that I don't do some messed up shit. But what I'm saying is what I have experienced on YouTube is more disappointment, more stabbing in the back by my own people than too much of what he does because he's not. You see what I'm saying? But I
Mhm.
do know that he ain't came and flagged my goddamn channel. Didn't flag my channel. Oh, my own people. They the ones that did it. But we gonna tell him he gotta do better. When are we gonna do better? When are we gonna tell the truth? When are we gonna stop lying? When are we gonna stop playing games? When are we gonna stop lying to the damn subscribers and being honest? When are we gonna do that? Huh? Oh, okay. I just want to know, when are people ready to be honest? Because I don't have time to play games. I'm gonna see if I can get myself, you know, heal up a little bit better, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
try. I think Monday's what, the 31st, which is a Monday. I will put on my community like a time of the day where people can pick, and I'm not gonna block nobody. People can freely speak. The only thing I always ask, you have to respect my moderators and respect each other in the chat. We can't get nowhere if we keep on cussing each other out, screaming, hollering, and running off of panels. We're not going to get nowhere until we actually get to a place where we can have a conversation and be open and honest, and then also take some accountability by saying, you know what? Yeah, I didn't realize when I say that it affects other people.
Right.
When you say that somebody's burnt like charcoal, you yourself giving a dig to Tom, but you've offended 1,000 other people who don't have shit to do with anything. How many people sit here and tell me black, white? That's colorist. Both of my parents are black. See, so you have the thing with, they call it light skin privilege. It's no light skin privilege when amongst your own people, you're not black enough to be black, but you can't pass with the white people. So nobody has it easy. Everybody has their own struggle. When are we going to hold each other up, uplift each other, and do better to each other? I just, that's it. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna try to rest and get my medication up. I'm gonna try to do this on Monday. And I just want to say, Quiet Storm is a rare jewel. I don't know where she's been all this time, but I start to see stuff she writing and stuff, and that's what it's about. Even I hope I'm saying her name right, Deidre, right? She may have a difference of opinion, or she may feel more strongly about this or that. But as adults, we've all been sitting here for over an hour having a conversation, and if we can communicate without cussing each other out or not silencing somebody, I think we can actually get further along than what we have been doing. We have to do better with each other. We can't expect anything of any other race, because shit is about to get 10 times worse than what we see what's going on now. I understand that YouTube is a distraction for a lot of people. It's entertainment, but we live in the real world where real stuff is going on. And as a community, we have got to be better and do better to each other. We don't have to be friends. Oh no, it's people I wouldn't piss on if they was on fire, okay? But we don't have to sit out here and try to hurt each other, attack each other, tear people's platforms down. We don't have to do all that. Stealing from each other, we don't have to do that. Scamming each other, we don't have to do that. We got to do better.
Sure do.
Period. We got to.
It's true.
So I thank you all for letting me come on. I'm going to hop off. And I just want to say to everyone in the chat, thank you all for coming over to support. Ashley and Rockwell, they're not new to YouTube, but I think they have a lot of potential to be greater than even what they are. So therefore, sometimes they may do something and people might say, why are they having this person on their platform? Because it's theirs and they have the right to do it. Having Jason on the platform, it can open the door for something else. Now, I agree with Sly. Like, so why are y'all people giving him so much attention? Sometimes the best thing you can do to a person, if you want them to so-called disappear, is ignore them. But see, nobody's going to do that. I'm going to tell you why they won't do it. You look at, even, I'm about to say her name now, the dog. The reason why she's still around to do all the stuff she does is because people talk about her every second of the day, 24/7. They watch everything she does. They report on everything she does. They speak on it. So numbers don't lie. As long as a person's getting numbers, people are viewing, they're going to continue to do it. So at the end of the day, we only are responsible for our own selves. But as sisters, brothers and sisters, we have to hold each other accountable. And for me personally, I don't want a whole bunch of yes people around me telling me everything that I'm doing is correct. Now, there's some things that's not up for debate because I know what I know. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not willing to learn anything, if you're not willing to listen, how in the world can we ever get better and do better? We can't. Period. And Robbie, unblock the people said you got them blocked here in the chat, Robbie. We starting all over again now. The people been nice to you, Robbie. Unblock everybody, okay, Robbie? They ain't saying nothing bad about you, okay?
That's why I was highlighting so they can see what each other. Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, so you can, so that they can see your comments, and we can just take it up on Monday. And it's not about attack. We don't want it to be like one person or Jason versus the black sector. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, Sir Bitch, and that's what I'm gonna call him. I won't give him no more than that. He may be black, but to me, he's almost like a race instigator. He don't believe the stuff he's talking to incite confusion. What he does. We got a lot of people that do that. When are we
Mm-hmm.
going to do better? That's my question. So I hope and pray that I'm better, even if I'm not so much better. I know my queens, they'll come through. And Quiet Storm, I would love to invite you over. And DJ, I don't know if you're a content creator or if you feel comfortable enough to come up on, but I would love to have you two ladies because you've been very vocal in the chat. And I'm not saying other people can't come over. Anybody's welcome to come up on a platform, but I would like to start it off with those two ladies in the chat, and Rockwell and Ashley, and for us to pick up this conversation and see how we can go better. I mean, like how we can be better, do better, because this is not where it's at. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to
Right.
the chat, y'all.
We're
All
gonna
right,
Oh,
wrap
you
it
good?
up.
Robbie, you have to
Feel
go to
better.
your Robbie, you might have to go to your
YouTube
Google
studio.
settings.
Oh,
No. Even when you unblock everybody, if you go to the Google thing, it's still kind of like separate. So you may have to go in there and clean that out. But if not, Robbie said he don't have y'all blocked. He not holding nothing against y'all. He ain't said all that, but he said forgive him. Okay, we starting over fresh. Okay, okay.
Well,
That's
everybody
what.
I can't see out there, keep it that way, cause I don't want to see nobody. If I can't see you, I don't want to see you no more.
Right.
But I see
Yeah.
everybody in the
So
chat.
yeah, if you all will don't mind coming on, because like I said, both ladies were being very vocal, and everyone can't have the same opinion. You won't learn nothing if
right.
everybody has the same opinion, same questions, or same concerns. So I would love it if we could start it off on Monday. So I'll put something on my community to see what time of the day is better, and then we'll go from there. Sir Bish is very frightening. Well, he don't scare me, but he's a shit starter, and I don't think people realize what he's doing. He's also playing in people's faces with this whole Cash App stuff. He can be monetized. People say, oh, why is he not monetized? The people who are not monetized is because they don't want to pay taxes. YouTube is a business. Okay. They want to get the free Cash Apps, the free money pocketed and play up in your face. See, that's the thing nobody wants to say, but that's the truth. Okay. So let's just take it from there on Monday. Um, I will, yep, that's it. I'm gone. Y'all finish up whatever y'all have to do here. Y'all been on here for 138. You know what the teacher be saying. Love y'all.
Love you too, sis.
So, well, I gotta agree with that, Robbie. I never blocked anyone. It's because I'm too nosy. Even if it's somebody I don't like, I ain't blocking them. I want to see where they at. It's just petty. That's just my little petty side. But anyway, um, yeah, I think we did the best we could. We did good, but some people are. It's not so that we were gonna see whether he was racist or not. I kind of already knew the answer, but I guess you wanted to hear his perspective. You wanted to get the questions out there, um, and see where he was coming from. But you have your answer, honey, and good job. You asked the right questions. That's all I can say.
You did a good job. You held your composure, cause
Thank you,
I was about to set it off. I was like, oh no, I'm on her channel. Let me,
girl. I won't go stop you. You home,
girl.
girl. You
That's why I
home.
said we handle ourselves. So that's why he had to get that lashing. But yeah. So I'm not looking for anybody today or tomorrow for no interviews right quick. So I think this did it for a couple of days. So we'll regroup. But we'll come with some cliff notes and other things.
Yeah, we'll pop back
Actually, you
up
always
here.
forget to put your second channel in here. If some of y'all looking
Ah,
for.
hell. Through it's how do you do this through StreamYard? Hold on. Well, I could do it this
Well,
way.
you put in.
I gotta start. I had took my nail channel down because oh god, because my niece was editing for me and I was paying her to edit, y'all. And she was taking her precious time. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. And I just took the whole channel down, but I kind of regret it now. But I can put my other channel down. I got like 3 channels. Hold on.
Yeah, like while we here, she has
Yeah.
some work at home jobs. Some
Yep.
people looking
I'm
for
gonna
some
throw
more
my latest
advanced.
one down there because I think
That's
some
what
of
I say.
those
You gotta
links
always
still
have a
work.
different type of hustle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get paid for this. Look,
Me either.
like the
I'm
people who
not
get paid for it
monetized
do
yet.
extra. Okay, we just here just try to bring something different. But yeah, you found it.
Yes, I'm about to put it in there now.
Oh, it says put it in there. Right
This
there we go.
this is my second
Yeah,
channel.
last time.
And if you know somebody that wants to start like a work at home type of thing, you can always check me out. I try to post at least once or twice a week, and I always have my links, and I'll usually briefly explain the job. Um, my brain is scattered right now. I briefly try to explain, what I got going on for each like job or whatever, and yeah, and I always leave my links down there. I used to have a website, but there was too much work that was unnecessary. I'll probably start it back up eventually, but right now I'll just put the
Fluctuating.
links right in the channel, and I'll just focus on one thing at a time.
And you
Cause
see the world we living in 2020, everything is home. So it'll be
yep,
good. Some people will check it out. It might, it's gonna help somebody. Might not help everybody, but somebody gonna run across it and be happy, girl.
yeah, or they can pass it on to somebody that does need it.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah. I think we,
um,
I think we did. We like I said, open up a chapter or a line for something else, like Sis said earlier. But we do appreciate you guys for coming through all the
I
time.
really appreciate you
And
guys. Like, I
you
really
know,
appreciate y'all support. So I hope you guys have a great night and be safe.
yes. Have a good night, guys. Blessings.